Hi everyone. We have learned how to actually normalize a database in the classroom and also through the last video. Now in this video we'll be looking at how to actually take the normalization and produce an entity relationship diagram showing the relationship between the tables. So we'll be producing an entity relationship diagram, ERD diagram, something that looks like this. Is for a fashion database. It's done by one of my students in one of my classrooms, where every customer order make an order, and the staff would be processing an order, and within each order we have many order lines, and in each order lines many fashion products can appear in the order lines, and each supplier would be supplying many fashion products, as well as here within there will be categories, and for each categories there are many fashion products. Okay, so we want to do something like this, but we want to do it for a GP surgery. All right, so what we are going to do is this empty, right? So if we call this demo 2, rename it, and we are going to create the ERD diagram, the entity relationship diagram, but we want to do it in such a way that actually we get something out of it as well, because the way we can create a new document, and here we have the opportunity to be able to create a logical data model. Logical data model, it is, it's a design for the database. However, we will not be able to transfer it, convert it into SQL code, or we will not be able to get the documentations. So it would be better to actually create the physical data model and get the the design itself, and also it's like buy one get two free, because we'll be able to get the data dictionary and SQL code for creating the tables and the relationships. Yeah, and then following that you can add the data into the database, and you can create the queries. But it would be a good foundation, and it would be a good way also to learn SQL codes. Okay, so we will create a physical data model, right? So click on create, and here, yeah, we will give it a name, and let's say, for example, KY GP surgery. Database. Okay, and select Microsoft SQL Server, and so we'll select that one, and then start modeling. Okay, so what do we do first? We need to add the tables. Okay, in order to add the tables, we come and click here, tables, and we add a table, and here the zoom is 25%. No, we want it to be 100%. Okay, so we have one table here, and click another one, and second table, click another one, third table, and we do need 5 tables, so we'll click as fourth one and fifth one. All right, so we, the way we put that the tables is important as well, because we want to tell us a story. Now we are going to have patients, and a patient is going to have appointment. So appointment would be here, and that appointment is going to be serviced by staff, right? Because our normalization has enabled us to decide that we do need a patient table and appointment, referral, staff, and hospital. So if we name the first one patients, and that is called the table name, and then we need to add columns, and with that, what would be good to do is it would be good to add the names from here. Don't want any referencing. I just need to get, okay, copy NHS number. This one I need it to be improved the way it's written. Okay, but I need to write that name if I need to use it in another table, okay, correctly. So NHS number, and NHS number, I want it to be character, and NHS number is 12, it's 10 digits, but okay, let's choose 12. Let's make it slightly bigger, and then it's character. Click OK. So this is the number of characters, maximum characters we need, and NHS number, yeah. And then we need to add more columns. So we can add all the columns by clicking, and then we can come here and be, name. Actually, what we could do is we could just type patients here in all of them, instead of calling it P. Whatever I can copy and paste, I prefer to copy and paste to save time and to make sure I'm accurate. And then I'll add first name, patient's first name. Could have copied and pasted, but let me just patient first name, and patient first name, if I click here, I will choose character, and the number of characters I'm going to choose for patient first name is going to be maybe, some patients have so very long name, 30, okay. And then surname, patient surname, and this is char and 30. That allows us to edit here as well. And the next one is patient's date of birth. Date of birth is what kind of data? It's a date. So we can click here and choose a date and click OK. And the next one is patient's gender. Okay, it's always a good idea to use a camel case where without a space, but make sure you change capitalization to at the beginning of the patient gender, and it's going to be male or female. And for this, there is no Boolean fields in here in SQL Server, so we'll use bits and click OK. And and patients. We need other fields as well, and address 1 and char, and it's gonna be 50. If it's not happy, it will give us warning, and it's already giving me a warning. Okay, it's telling me to change the default column names. Already I have changed it. I don't know why it's saying that. Oh, there are more. Okay, and patient's address 2 and okay, and column. Okay, the next one is what is patient's town. And and patient's postcodes. And postcode would be about 12 characters, so we'll use char 12 and patient's mobile is going to be patient's mobile would be 13 characters. Maybe some mobile numbers could be longer, 14, and patient's telephone patient's telephone is going to be again character maximum would be 14. These are the maximum. By the way, NHS number is a primary key, so we click PK, and it looks like we have done it all. And patient's email, we need to add one more, add column. Some people have dodgy long names, dodgy long email names, so we need to allow 50 characters. Alright, okay, so we have 3 warnings. I wonder what they are. Oh, there is. And here I need to put bracket. And there is one warning. What's that? Patient's postcode. Oh, okay. So this system is quite nice. It it tells you when you make a mistake. Yeah, but you need to be able to be ready to communicate with it. So patients table is here, and the other table is staff. So really, you need to enter the details like that for staff. First, you need to start with the table name staff, and then add columns. And staff table needs how many fields? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We add whole 9. Maybe I need to delete one of them. Staff ID is going to be a primary key, and that is, I wonder if there is a way of duplicating, but I don't know. It's primary key, staff ID. Let's see if I select this one. Is there a way to copy? Okay. Okay, so maybe if I delete stuff, this stuff, and then I change this one, maybe for sometimes some fields it's easy to edit. I don't know, just being lazy. I'll change this to stuff, and staff ID, first one, and then staff staff first name, staff surname, staff staff date of birth. Shall we write it? Is this needed? It's not here. We'll leave it. Staff first name, last name, and staff mobile, staff email, staff position. So we could actually delete. Oh, staff mobile. Yeah, this one, staff mobile. Staff telephone number, staff mobile, and staff telephone number, staff email, okay, staff email 50, staff mobile 14, and all of that. Okay, so staff table is done, and then we have the appointments. All right, for appointments we have NHS number, staff ID, appointment date, appointment time, log, descriptions, and referral. Okay, so NHS number. I think this one, just because of this NHS number, to make sure we name it identically, we can actually copy this one again, copy and paste. One of the greatest invention, as long as we use it wisely. All right, appointment. Appointment NHS number. Okay, and then the second field we need is staff ID, and staff ID, but staff ID is going to be 12K. Now this one, both of them are going to be joint primary key, that is plan, but also we are going to have appointment date, which will be part of the composite key, and this one is going to be dates. Click OK, and appointment time is going to be here as well, and the data type for it is going to be I am actually making this video because of the lockdown, support students remotely, and some students need extra support, extra reassurance. So I am actually doing this video for that purpose. Yeah, for home learning, for remote learning. It is targeted at my students, but anyone can use it as long as they give a nice comment and click a like. Patient gender, no, I don't need that one. So for the appointment I would need log prescription. Log would be the comments, and prescription and referral ID, which is okay, referral ID is going to be characters, but not 50. Let's say 6. And prescription referral ID, and then after that let's see what else do we need. Nothing. Okay, so we are going to need to create the other tables. Let's see what's left. Hospital ID, and referral table needs to be created, and that referral table is going to be trace referral ID is going to be the same, identical as this one, and the referral table and so referral ID, we add a column 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we say 6 1 2 3 4 5, or 5 is enough. Okay, anyway, referral ID, and it's going to be 6. So we will choose 6, and referral dates, referral time, and referral time, and choose time, and we choose the referral reason, and this is going to need lots of characters, so maybe 250, and you could choose a different one. You don't have to do it exactly like mine. I don't want you to do it exactly like mine. What I want is, I want each of you to I want you to come up with, oh, I happen to copy it, patience when I don't want to. Referral, referral reason, and this one is below referral reason, hospital ID. Oh, okay. It's copying this one from earlier. Maybe typing it's better. I'm just being lazy. Hospital ID, and hospital ID, let's say we may need three characters. There are not many hospitals. And the primary key for this one would be primary key PK. And okay, and here the last table, 1, 2, 3, 4, and which table is left? Hospital is left. Hospital, and hospital table, right? And hospital table, and with the hospital table, what the fields we need are hospital ID, add columns, and hospital ID is going to be character, how many? 3, because it does exist in referral table, so they need to be identical. And referral, here we are going to add the second table, hospital name, and that's going to be a character. Maybe some names would be long if you don't want to encourage more than 30. And next, let's add more columns. Oh, that's far too many. Hospital name next, hospital address. Should always ask though, do I have the enough characters? Do I have enough fields? The maximum characters are allowed, is it too big or too small? You need to question your own design always, because you are human, you are going to make mistakes sometimes, and you don't want to make a mistake, and to avoid making a mistake you want to make sure you check it and check it and check it. Hospital table, hospital address 2, copy. Oh, it's not agreeing for it to be copied. It's copying something else. I want to copy and paste, but it's refusing. So hospital, just being lazy. Hospital address 2, and it's going to be characters char 30. Hospital town, in the next video I'm going to show you how to make the relationships between the tables, just for you to make sure you have a break. So once we create the 5 tables, I will stop this video, and in the next video I'll show you how to. So hospital town is not integer, it's going to be char but 30, not var, char. And hospital postcodes, and it's going to be hospital postcode is going to be char 12. Alright, and there is one warning. I think there must be more fields. Okay, table should have a primary key. Yes, it's right. We do need a primary key, and we will identify the hospital ID as a primary key in this table, and in the referral table the primary key is going to be referral ID, and there is an error. Referral time type contains patient symbol. Referral okay, warnings. Yes, table should have a primary key. Referral ID is a primary key. And all right, hospital, referral, and appointments, all of them have primary key. Referral table has a primary key. It should have a primary key. It hasn't got yet. All right, good. So these tables, the 5 tables, are ready for a relationship.